My name's Dave DeBow, founder of MoneyPartnerFormula.com, and this show is built for everyday real estate investors who are actively doing deals and looking to scale using other people's money. So if you're an active real estate investor and you want to get featured on this show to talk about your own real estate and capital raising experiences, then just go to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now let's get rolling with this episode, and remember to subscribe for daily interview content. Hey folks, welcome back. Let me ask you a question. Chances are you've thought about creating generational wealth through real estate, but have you actually come up with a plan for doing that, or is it kind of nebulous? Well, today's special guest, Pierre Rizk, is zooming in from Europe, but he's based in the States, and Pierre has a very unique way of helping people get ahead with real estate, and he's created a true generational wealth plan. So, Pierre, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you for having me, and it's a real pleasure to be there.
Yeah. So, Pierre, I poked around your website. It's fascinating what you do. I think, I think I would call it brilliant. It's really, really smart. So,
thank you.
Because it looks like you're providing a whole bunch of different services to kind of newer real estate investors, and you just like providing a complete turnkey thing for them. So why don't you kind of walk us through what this looks like, what it is that you do?
Yeah, of course. Just a small background. I was a realtor. And so I was selling properties, apartments, houses.
Where were you doing this?
In New York City, in Manhattan.
New York City. Yeah.
Yeah. That was 10 years ago with Keller Williams. And, I was selling properties. I was making, a commission. And then all my clients, hey, can you refer me to a lawyer? Can you refer me to a title company? Can you refer me to a good land planner? I was patting all those professionals here and there. And then one day, I thought about, what if I just build a building with all the people included in the real estate, financial, administrative, legal industry in the same building, a one-time shop for any client wanting to get into real estate investment. They have it all in one program. And so I had this idea in the back of my head, and then life goes on, you have this opportunity and this opportunity. I didn't build it. And then a year and a half, 2 years ago, I met a marketing expert and credit stacking expert, which is my business partner today, Matisse. And he told me that he's very good with ads, and he's very good with getting people funded for 0% business credit card. And when I heard that, I was like, wait, what do you mean by 0%? That there's no interest? Yeah, correct. You get $50, $100, $200,000 that you raise from multiple credit card with multiple major banks at 0% APR, but for like 9 to 12 months. And so I was like, wait, so it means that we can get money for free, invest it in real estate, get it back before the 12 months, reimburse it, and then we don't have to pay any interest or any equity in a project. It says yes. And so that's when the idea started, and we were like, all right, let's do fix and flip. It takes 4 to 6 months. We got time. And we've built the generational wealth plan based on that small idea to help people with credit score above 700, pre-retirees, busy professionals. And we wanted to give as much value as possible. And that's when that, one-time shop ID came in. And I was like, you know what? We're going to put a real estate lawyer, and we're going to put a loan originator, transaction coordinator, real estate assistant, project manager. What else? What else do we have? We have an accountant. We have an IRS enrolled agent. We have also a sales team, but also a funder that helps you get funded with the business credit card, because it's all connected. And so we're like, okay, what advantage can we find here in that industry that would be the best for our clients? And we just put it into one program, a one-time shop with any question they have someone. And we just, partner with them and get referral from them. but we monetize it. Before I was sending it for free, to my client. But we monetize it because it's in one program with one idea. Anybody can start, anybody can get in. As long as you have a 700 plus credit score, you get some comps like personal credit card. We can get you. So we started with fix and flip, but the market today, it's very hard to flip. It's a buyer market. So the prices went down. And so it's not a good time to sell. So we're like, all right, let's BRRRR. We can, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, 75 to 80% of the appraised value. And so you use that to pay back the credit card, or if you got a hard money loan, you pay back the hard money loan as well. As long as the numbers make sense, you got to make sure that your underwriting is perfect and conservative, that that is going to price for, let's say, 100K, and the total investment is 55, 60K. So you have enough margin to reimburse everything.
So this isn't happening in New York City anymore, I don't think.
Hell no. No, we're far from blue state, and no politics. This system only works in red state because if we have the whole administrative headache to even close on the property, get the permit, and sell the property, plus the taxes, plus all the issues with tenants. It's not landlord friendly at all.
Yeah,
we decided to only work in red state for that reason.
Because the value of the property has to be pretty low for this to kind of pencil out to get in.
Correct.
No money down kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Credit.
100K is like 50 square feet in New York. So with maybe some space to sleep somewhere. But no, we do business in, for example, right now we're doing big in Jackson, Mississippi, which is an untouched market because nobody wants to get there. But it's really growing. What's going on is that, the Sun Belt is where everybody is moving in right now. And Florida is overpriced. Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina is really booming, but it's already up. And most people go west, like Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, where it's more affordable. So for normal people that cannot afford a $400,000 or $500,000 property, they're going to go to Arkansas, to Mississippi. So that's where we do business. We're going to buy properties for like $10,000, $20,000, and renovate it for $30K, $35K. That's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's going to appraise for $100K. And so the investor get into the program. There is an entry fee that is pretty high because you have a lot of value into the program, because you have access to all those professionals. It's like, building a network of my 12 years of career that I put in one basket. But then all the rest is used for the deal to buy the property, pay for closing costs, renovation, and they just cash out refi 75 to 80% of the property.
Well, let me back you up for a second here, Pierre. So if I understand correctly, you get a client on board, somebody who wants to become a real estate investor, probably hasn't done it before, but likes the idea. Yeah. They have to meet that criteria, 700 plus credit score. So you got, your minimum viable kind of client, but they don't necessarily have to have 700 credit score plus $100,000 in the bank, because if they've got the 700 credit score, job number one is you'll go help them get a credit card with $100,000 limit or whatever and 0% interest.
Multiple credit cards.
Or multiple credit cards. All right. Line up a bunch. So you get them lined up with that first. Then the next step is find a property. But these folks know nothing about underwriting. They don't live anywhere near Jackson, Mississippi. How does that part work? Like the finding the right property?
Yeah. So first, to go back to the credit card, we work with around 6 to 7 banks. So they're going to have around 5, 6, 7 credit card with 20K, 15K, 10K on it. And so the next part is, we have a full team of underwriters that are real estate licensed, real estate investors, with a lot of experience that find those deals on a weekly basis. We have a big direct to seller strategy, cold calling team.
It's almost like a wholesale business in there, but you're
correct.
Keeping the properties. Yeah.
Yeah, we're wholesaling those properties to our clients, and with a full underwriting, profit analysis, inspection, renovation scope, potential appraised value, ARV opinion, how much it's going to rent, what's going to be the expenses, what's going to be the net cash flow, the cap rate. They have it all inside of it. And when an underwriter put it on the contract, he gets into the WhatsApp group of the client and then start presenting deals. And they say yes or no. They got access to all the questions and all the expert to know if they want to get into the deal. And so if they say yes, then boom, closing. We help them. We have a transaction coordinator helping them with title company.
And this is all done digitally online. They don't have to get on a plane, go anywhere. Look.
Yeah. 100% remote.
Yes.
With e-signature, online closing, or remote notary. They can go to their place to sign documents. It's very easy. We got people like in Cancun or in cruise closing on deals. So yeah, it's 100% remote.
Hey there, if you're a capital raiser, a syndicator, or a fund manager, and you're looking for a steady flow of incoming accredited investor leads, then go ahead, grab a free copy of my new book, How to Get 20 Accredited Investor Meetings Every Month Without Cold Calling, Networking, or Chasing People. You can get that at 20accreditedinvestorsbook.com. Again, that's the number 20accreditedinvestorsbook.com. All right, good. So you find the property, help them close on the property. Now they've just bought a really shitty property in Jackson, Mississippi, or wherever that needs a crap ton of work. What about that side of things?
Yeah, so we work with experienced local GCs that they have around 15 years of experience in that market. They're also real estate investors themselves. They have a portfolio of 80 Section 8 properties. So they know everyone and they know everything about that city. So we've built that relationship. We have that trust. We're also building our own construction company so we control all the costs. But yeah, we start demo, we start the renovation. It's usually around $20,000 to $35,000 of renovation. They have weekly updates, pictures, video. They have a project manager in-house, plus assistant that update them and answer the question. And then once the property is fully renovated, there is a final inspection, a Section 8 inspector. We work closely with the HUD, with the housing authority, to make sure they have a tenant for us as soon as possible. We post on affordablehousing.com, and then we fill up the house. But we work with lenders that allow us to cash out refi on the property even without the tenant. So it takes 2 to 3 weeks to have the tenant, so we can already start the refi process. So it takes like a month to renovate the property. We don't take fire damage, we don't take structural issue, roof issue, like only cosmetic, no major renovation. So we close around 20 deals like this a month, and it's a machine. It's a very simple process because all those investors they only are starting their first investment. So I don't want to put them into a big investment. It's going to be a headache for them. Simple, quick, easy, small win, but then we grow from there. Because once you have your first property, refinance, you reimburse your credit card, you reapply for the credit card, you're probably going to have better approval because you have now a background with the bank. They say, okay, they pay me back. Good. Let me give you a little bit more. And then you can get to another deal, and then another deal, another deal. They can do
so it's almost whacking your credit cards at 0% to get to the next deal or the next deal.
Yeah.
How often can you realistically do that before the bank clues in they're not making any money from you?
As long as you want. I mean, there is no limit. There is no.
The bank doesn't care that they're not making any interest on their money.
No, because they're going to try to sell you and upsell you on other product they have. This is an introductory APR to get more clients. That's it. Just come to us. It's 0% interest, but then they try to upsell you on other product where they make money. That's their strategy, and they should accept the risk, right?
So basically, if I understand correctly, then Pierre, the whole idea is get somebody into their first deal, turnkey, hand them the capital they need on a silver platter with the credit cards.
Yeah.
Sell them the property that they're looking for. You find it, you underwrite it, you inspect it, you do all that stuff. And then from that credit that they've got, they're paying the fees to you, they're paying the construction costs, the renovation costs. And then once that's all done, then you're helping them to get refinanced. You're helping them to get a Section 8 tenant in there. Do you guys do the property management side of things for them as well? Okay. So there's an ongoing relationship with you. Yeah.
Yes. In-house property manager. Of course, they're not obligated to use it, but yeah, we have someone on ground with 10 years of experience in property management that is managing all of our properties in Jackson and on the ground. So yeah, it's part of the service. And then also we're going to help them because there's a tax strategy to invest in long-term rental. You probably heard about cost segregation, bonus depreciation. You can write off like 1% of the appraised value every year. But if you are able to be approved for the real estate professional status, the reps, you can write off the 29 years, so the 29%, the year one. So we help them as well get approved. Yeah,
you're helping them through all of that. And so you've kind of created the whole team under one roof, so to speak. Yeah. Okay, very, very cool. I guess, do you mind if I play devil's advocate a little bit here?
Of course, go for it.
Yeah.
There is
always the question that comes up would be, okay, sounds great. Why aren't you guys just doing this for yourselves, by yourselves? A lot of work to hand amazing deals off to other people. I get it. You're making a slice of the pie all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you just doing this for yourselves?
Yeah, there's two questions or two requests that always come up is why do you need me? And it sounds too good to be true. And so the why do you need me is very simple. We can only get approved for that much credit card ourselves. So in order we already do it for ourselves. I already have around 20 properties under Section 8 rentals under management. My business partner has around 15. We're helping the team getting properties as well. We're doing our own flips. We're doing our own investment. But you can only do so much, right? So it's always the quote I always say, alone you go fast, but together you go further and far. And so it's all about how can I scale my business and how can I scale that strategy that works. It's very simple. We bring people in, we build trust, we train them because there is weekly training and there is courses. They go on school and they have a classroom with hours of course inside of it. And then we help them get through this so everybody win. We get the refinance, they're going to profit on the refinance. We get a percentage of this. They're going to, the property management, we get 10% a month per property. It's at scale, it's huge. So we see the big vision and we can do more with 100 or 1,000 clients than what we do ourselves. So that's why. That's why, Mm-hmm.
Now, the other kind of concern that came to my mind is everybody's heard of renovation projects gone wrong, contractors going AWOL, everything going to crap with that, and then budgets going completely out the window. How are you able to ensure that the renovations get done on time and on budget?
Around time and budget, first we master all of our costs and we really build trusted relationship over time, I've lost around $500,000 in with contractors over 12 years. So they're also buying our experience, our good experiences, but also bad experiences. And one security we have with the credit card is you have this chargeback security for the client. So we always tell them, pay the contractor, any contractor, even the most trusted one, even us, pay us in tranches of 3 to 4 tranches. Make sure that every step of the renovation process is respected before paying the next tranche. And if there is any unsatisfaction in any steps or any work done, charge back. That's it. Just dispute the charge, service non-rendered with the proof, the picture, scope of work, etc. So our contractors know that, and also they see the big picture with working with us, because we're bringing 20 projects a month. Yeah. If you fuck up, man, you're out and you're losing a lot of money. So you better be good.
Keep it in the rails.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So Pierre, that's the most important part. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on coming up with this idea, because I think that is absolutely brilliant. So hats off to you for that. Just kind of putting all those pieces together, have that percolating in your brain for 15 years or however long it was, and then connecting the dots and then making a go of it, a really good go of it. That is fantastic. So who are you looking to connect with these days, Pierre? Who you're hoping to reach through this interview?
Yeah. So our perfect audience, they are either real estate investors that want to scale the actual production. They want to use our team to delegate more. Business owners that are super busy, but they have good credit. They have even some cash on the side, but they need people to do it for them. Pre-retirees that only put money into 401ks and SP 500, and they feel like they're not ready for retirement. They want to build additional income. People in the medical space, because they're super busy and passionate about their activity, that they don't know anything about real estate or finance, or they don't have the time to really put in it. So this is our audience, usually around 45, 50 years old that need some help. Up to, we have some clients that are like 80 years old, and they're happy because they get 200, 300 times 6, 10 properties a month. They're able to build a better retirement, and they have everybody at their disposal, whatever, 24/7 almost, because we have in different time frames. Yeah. So that's our audience.
Very nice. Fantastic, Pierre. If people want to find out more and connect with you, where should they go?
Yeah, our website, generationalwealthplan.org. Just click on book a call with us, and you'll be directly connected to my team.
Fantastic, Pierre. This has been fantastic. Thanks for explaining your business model, and hats off to you for doing it. I think that is really, really smart.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And as always, if you want to listen to more daily interview content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're an active real estate investor and you're doing deals and you'd like to get featured on this show, then just head over to daveinterviewsyou.com.